Hello Dairy Today viewers, from the advisory team at Stewart Peterson. Here's your dairy market week in review. Let's start by taking a look at some of our product prices for this week. Changes relative to Friday of a week ago. As we start with our cheese market, blocks and barrels did see lower price action today, although you wouldn't know that based on our Class 3 milk prices, which we'll see in just a second. Butter showing a small rebound up 2 cents after several tough weeks for the butter market. Powder prices continue to be very divergent, with our whey prices continuing to look very strong and seeing positive action this week. However, our non-fat dry milk price is doing just the opposite, losing additional ground here over the past week. As we look at our Class 3 prices, again, wouldn't know that cheese was down this week with strong prices throughout the first half of the year, extending even into the back half of 2012. Saw some good outside support market with the stock market higher, as well as some technical buying as some of these contracts in the deferred months made new contract highs. Class 4 prices, on the other hand, lower, looking more at that lower powder market. As we look, we saw gains in the front month of December off 66, but really moderated as we work farther out into 2012. Also here at the end of this week, we had our November announced prices from the USDA. Class 2 will close at $19.26, Class 3 at $19.07, and Class 4 at $17.87. Just getting back to some of the price action this week, cheese continued to struggle for the third consecutive week. After running higher in the month of November and testing the $2 mark, prices setting now back to a block barrel average price of $1.7625. These prices are reaching back towards some of these lows we saw in October, and it will yet to be seen if buyers will step in once again at these lower prices and really support this market as we start to consider 2012. Just looking at some of our milk price action then, a strong week overall for our prices, as we noted on our quote board. January up 35 cents, for example. But as we look, it may get more challenging from here for particularly these first quarter months. $17.56 has been a major key resistance not only over the last 3 weeks for January milk, but going all the way back to this spring as well. So while the opportunity with cheese firming up would be for January price to move higher, some key resistance from a technical perspective as we move ahead. Deferred milk prices, as mentioned, seeing some good strength this week. It's been a very positive 2 to 3 months for us to say the second quarter prices, which we'll feature here. Ran into key resistance around $17 earlier this fall, but finally surpassing that threshold this week, closing at $17.09. Typically, new contract highs can lead to further price breakout. However, after this aggressive run higher, there is a chance that we could see some technical correction before advancing farther from here. So as we look ahead to next week's action, we'll be tuning into our cheese market to see if our cash prices start to see more buying interest now that we're approaching that $1.70 to $1.75 level again. Also note that our next global dairy trading event will be next Tuesday, December 6th. And also next Friday, we'll have our next USDA crop reports, our supply and demand and crop production. From your advising team at Stewart Peterson, I'm Stephen Shalla for Dairy Today and AgWeb.com.